Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave, and today we're going to continue the Civil War unboxing re-uploaded series. So, when I did the original unboxing, I was using a camera that it's our good camera, but apparently it doesn't like the bad lighting that I have here at home. My good lights were at Turk's, so the images didn't come out very good. So this is a re-uploading, and this is the Spider Woman leader section. So hope you enjoyed that. All right. So the second registration, the second resistance, the second resistance leader is Spider Woman. She's got a one scheme, two attack Avenger setup. The enemy team finds finesse and attaches it to Spider Woman. Force interrupt. When Spider Woman would attack, she gets +1 attack for each skill counter on finesse for this attack. Remove all skill counters from finesse. So for standard, we're doing 1, 2. So this is the second stage. We got Spider Woman 2. 2 scheme, 2 attack, Avenger, steady. Deal each player an encounter card. Spider Woman cannot take damage this phase. Force interrupt. So this is for the attack. When Spider Woman attacks, she gets +1 attack for each skill counter on finesse for this attack and remove each skill counter from finesse. So she's building up for some big attacks, it looks like. Then if you play expert, you're going to start with stage 3 here. So we got stage 3 Spider Woman, 2 scheme, 2 attack, setup. The enemy team finds finesse and attaches it to Spider Woman. Force interrupt. When Spider Woman attacks, she gets +1 attack for each skill counter on finesse. For this attack, remove each skill counter from finesse. So did she have that on stage 1? Oh, she did. Okay, I just missed that. Okay. So finesse is always triggering no matter what stage you're in, apparently. Spider Woman 4, 2 scheme, 3 attack, steady. When revealed, deal each player an encounter card. Spider Woman cannot take damage this phase. When Spider Woman attacks, she gets +1 attack for each skill counter on finesse. For this attack, remove each skill counter from finesse. All right. Then stage 1A of the main scheme is superhero resistance. Again, the chosen leader, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now, the big thing is you can't mix resistance and registration heroes or schemes. So you would have to pick a resistance hero. So either Captain America or Spider Woman or Vision when the Synthesoid Smackdown comes out. Setup. In competitive mode, the enemy team finds the choosing side scheme and your team reveals it. In cooperative mode, find the chosen leader side scheme and reveal it. Oops, I forgot to do 1B. On 1B comes in open rebellion, 7 threat per player. We add 1 threat per player per turn. If there's more than 1 player on your team, the stage gains hinder 2 per player. When a player reveals a treachery, place 1 threat here. 2A, we got more of the story. 2B, we got neighborhood protectors, 9 threat per player. When revealed, the enemy team searches the encounter deck for and discard pile for 1 per player side schemes and deals 1 to each player on your team as a face down encounter card. Ooh, fun. All right, then we got the finesse card here. So finesse is permanent, max 3 skill counters here. When a treachery is revealed, place 1 skill counter here. And then when she attacks, then she gets to get bonuses to attack. So that's kind of cool. And again, this has the unique back. So that looks like, I wonder if that's going to be a new thing with permanents for villains. Then we got containment immunity. And again, I love it. It's the same art as the Spider-Woman hero. 2 copies, +1 scheme. Attached to Spider-Woman. When Spider-Woman would be stunned or confused, discard this card instead and give her a tough status card. And as a boost, reveal this card. And there was 2 copies of that. Again, just like her hero form, we got 2 copies of each of these. This is great. Pheromones. When revealed, you are stunned and confused. Place 1 skill counter on finesse. Boost. you are stunned, otherwise you are confused. Man, that is just so thematic. I just love it. Um, Venom Blast, 2 copies. When revealed Alter Ego, this card gains Surge. When revealed Hero, Spider Woman attacks you. If this attack remove the following skill counters from Finesse: 1 gains range, 2 gains piercing, 3 gains overkill. That is just so cool. I just love it. Um, Inconspicuous, 2 copies, of course. When revealed, choose discard the highest cost card you control or Spider Woman schemes. And as a boost, this card gets +1 for each status card on your identity. All right. Then she's got her side scheme, which is the self propelled glide. Force interrupt: when Spider Woman would take damage from an attack, reduce the amount of damage she takes by 1 for each skill counter on finesse. Comes in with an acceleration token, 3 threat per player. All right, the first module we have is Spider-Man. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points, Avenger Elite. When revealed, Spider-Man attacks each character with Tangled Up attached. If no attack was made this way, the enemy team searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Tangled Up and gives it to you as a face-down encounter card. Then we got 2 copies of Tangled Up attached to your leader, otherwise attached to your lead, otherwise attached to your hero. Forced interrupt: when attached character would scheme, thwart, or attack, discard this card instead. And as a boost, if the Spider-Man minion is in play, reveal this card. Then we got Spectacular. It's a treachery. When revealed, place 2 threat on the main scheme. In competitive mode, remove 2 threat from your leader's main scheme. Then the side scheme we have is Neighborhood Hero. Comes in with 2 threat, amplify. When revealed in competitive mode, move 2 threat from your leader's main scheme to this scheme. Otherwise, place 2 threat per player here. Oh, so you're cleaning up your leaders from your leader's main scheme. Oh, okay. So it's making it easier up for the enemy. Okay. Then we have the defenders here. So we got Luke Cage, 1 scheme, 2 blah, 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 blah. 1 scheme, 2 attack, 4 hit points. Defender, when revealed, stun your leader, otherwise you are stunned. And as a boost, stun your leader, otherwise you are stunned. We got Jessica Jones, 2 scheme, 1 attack, 3 hit points. She's a defender. When revealed, confuse your leader, otherwise you are confused. And as a boost, sorry about that, folks. Okay, Jessica Jones, 2 scheme, 1 attack, 3 hit points. Defender, when revealed, confuse your leader, otherwise you are confused. And as a boost, confuse your leader, otherwise you are confused. Then we have Protect the Innocents. Give the enemy leader and each minion a tough status card. If the enemy leader was already tough, this card gains Surge. And then we have Street Defenders. Each minion activates against the player it is engaged with. Otherwise, the enemy leader activates against you. Do not give it a boost for this activation. Damn it. Sorry, but somebody really is calling me here. All right. The defenders. So now we got the defender's side scheme is hinder 1 per player. Each minion gains guard. Has an acceleration token and comes in with 3 threat. I'm going to turn my phone off. Just give me a second here. Okay. All right. Then we have Hell's Kitchen. It's this is the next module, Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil. 2 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points, defender. When revealed, the enemy team exhausts a character you control. And as a boost, exhaust a character you control. Then we have Iron Fist. 1 scheme, 3 attack, 4 hit points, defender. When revealed, Iron Fist attacks your leader. Otherwise, Iron Fist activates against you. And as a boost, the enemy leader attacks your leader. After this activation, do not give it a boost for this attack. So we're getting 2 attacks, basically, against leaders in competitive mode, looks like. Then we've got Resistance Fighter. 1 scheme, 1 attack. Attach the minion of the enemy's team choice. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Attach minion gets +4 hit points and gains Stalwart. Ooh. And the enemy team gets to choose. Interesting. Boost. Attach this card to a minion engaged with you. And then we have Street Defenders. Wait, you know what that other card was called? Oh, it's the same card. Okay, but this is the Hell's Kitchen version. Okay, so we have another copy of Street Defenders. Each minion activates against the player it is engaged with. Otherwise, the enemy leader activates against you. Do not give it a boost. Okay, so we have this same card in 2 different modules. Okay. Then we got Defend Hell's Kitchen. Comes in with 3 threat. Hinder 1 per player. Threat cannot be removed from this scheme while a defender minion is in play. Has a hazard. Then we have Cloak and Dagger. So, Cloak, 2 scheme, 1 attack, 4 hit points, defender. When revealed, place 2 threat on a scheme. In competitive mode, remove 2 threat from your leader's main scheme. And a boost, if Dagger is in play, reveal Cloak. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the scheme. And then we have Dagger, 1 scheme, 2 attack, 3 hit points. When revealed, heal 2 damage from the enemy leader. Deal 2 damage to a character you control. And a boost, if Cloak is in play, reveal Dagger. Otherwise, deal 1 damage to a character you control. Then we have Dark Force, +1 scheme, attached to the enemy leader and give them a tough status card. Force response. After attached leader schemes and places threat on the main scheme, remove an equal amount of threat from your leader's main scheme. Discard this card. We have Light Force. When revealed, heal 3 damage from the enemy leader. Take 3 indirect damage. And then the side scheme comes in with 3 threats. Crisis. Hinder 1 per player. Heal 3 damage from the enemy leader and give them a tough status card. Okay, so that was the Captain America and Spider-Woman's starter scenario setup. They also mentioned that there were 4 stage 1s and 4 stage 2 main schemes that you can mix and match. And so that's what these cards are. So we've got Superhero Resistance. So this is the same thing in competitive mode, blah, blah, blah. We'll just skip that part because that's the same. So this is 7 threat per player, 1 threat per player per turn. If there's more than 1 player on your team, gains Hinder 2. Each minion gains Guard. So this one gives all the minions Guard. This one makes the enemy leader steady. This one, 9 threat per player, +1 per turn. After a status card is placed on the enemy leader, place 1 threat here. Okay. That's Guerrilla Warfare. Yeah. And Superhero Jailbreak. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, each player discards the top card of the encounter deck. Each player who discards a minion this way puts it into play. Engage with them. Okay. Then we have a new standard set, standard PvP. So we got Righteous Cause here. When revealed, the enemy leader schemes. If there is more than 1 player on your team, give the enemy leader an additional boost for this activation. Whatever it takes. When revealed alter ego, the enemy leader attacks your leader. When revealed hero, the enemy leader attacks you. We got targeted strike. When revealed, the enemy team searches the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for a card and deals it to you as a face down encounter card. And as a boost, this card gains 1 for each player on your team. Oh, we have 2 copies of that card. Then we have choose sides. This is a permanent. The enemy leader cannot take more than 2 damage from each attack. Oh, wow. After the last threat is removed from here, the enemy team searches the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for 1 per player encounter cards and deals 1 to each player as a face down encounter card. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you affect the other team, and now their leader can take more than 2 damage per attack. Okay. Oh, and then flip this card. And this is a double-sider. Now it's personal. Give to the first player, remove this card from the game. Each player on your team chooses 2 of your leaders' set-aside player cards and adds them to their hand. And these are the player cards for the Resistance. So first we got Captain America. No, you move. When the enemy leader would attack you, attach Cap's shield to your Captain America leader and resolve this attack against him instead. And then discard this card. Then we got Fighting Dirty, 2-cost event. Your Captain America leader attacks the enemy leader. If you spent a strength resource to pay for this event, stun the enemy leader. Now these cards go, they go in your hand. Okay, so then we have Recruited by Cap, costs 3. Choose a minion. Oh, this is the card Caleb mentioned, I think. Choose a minion engaged with you and choose a player on the enemy team. That minion engages that player. Okay, yeah. So there's a really annoying minion that's engaged with you. Then you turn around and, yeah, that's pretty fun. Okay. And then we have the People's Hero. After you spend this resource, give your Captain America leader a face down boost, and it provides 2 wilds. That's really cool. And then for Spider-Woman, we have Double Agent. 2-cost event. Remove 2 threat from the main scheme. Place 2 threat on your leader's main scheme. Then we got Spider Blast. Your Spider-Woman leader attacks the enemy leader. If you spent a mental resource to pay for this event, confuse the enemy leader. Hard to hit. Attach your Spider-Woman leader and give her a tough status card. After attached Spider-Woman resolves an attack, place 2 skill counters on her finesse attachment. Discard this card. And then we got Secret Contact. Hero response. After you spend this resource, place 2 skill counters on your Spider-Woman's leader's finesse attachment. And it provides 2 wild. All right, so, wow, that is a lot of cards. And we're not even done yet. All right, so that was the Resistance. So that was part 4 of the Civil War unboxing Reupload. Spider-Woman, the cards that came in her starter pack, plus the remaining 2 stage 1 and stage 2 of the main schemes that you have the choice to choose, and a look at the standard PvP set and the cards for that, the cards that you would add to your hand if you had Captain America or Spider-Woman as your leader. Okay, so next, part 5 will be Iron Man, and we'll be looking at the registration. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you.